Welcome students in online classes of biology. Again, your biology teacher in front of you. Welcome in online classes organized by the school, Little Flowers School, Madhupuram, Walter University. Class, today I am going to discuss transporting animals because we have completed transporting plants, we have already completed. That as far as plants are concerned, they are having a special kind of vascular tissues known as xylem and phloem. Xylem is responsible for transport of water and mineral from soil to the leaves, and phloem is responsible for transport of prepared food material during the process of photosynthesis from leaf to various storage organs of plants. This is the basic function of xylem and phloem. Xylem is made up of four kinds of cells. What four kind of cells? Tracheids, vessel, xylem parenchyma and xylem fiber. And phloem is also made of four kind of cells. Companion cell, sieve tube, of course sieve tube is made up of six cells. Companion cell, sieve tube, phloem parenchyma and phloem fiber. About all these things, about ascent of cell, about translocation, we have studied in previous online class. Now I am going to discuss with you about transportation in animals. Although few part of transporting animal we have studied in offline classes, but just I am going to tell you transporting animal in detail. Students, transportation is very essential process because in nutrition process, when we take various nutrients from our surrounding, these nutrients go through our alimentary canal and our stomach, our small intestine used to digest it, and inside the small intestine there are finger-like projections which are known as villi. These villi are responsible for absorption of various digested materials. Okay, various digested materials. Now this digested material from villi goes into the blood, which is conductive tissue, and through this blood the digested food material again goes into heart. From where it goes, it travels into various parts of body wherever this digested food material is needed. So in human beings, a very well developed transport system occurs. Clear? Now, this transport system in human beings consists of, or you can say for our convenience, in study of transport system of human beings, we should divide it into three major headings. First one is blood. Now second one is blood capillaries, blood vessels, and third one is heart. Heart is also known as the pumping organ. It is the pumping organ. So let's see one by one. Blood. Students, blood is known as liquid connective tissue. In human beings, two types of liquid connective tissues are present: lymph and blood. Now at present we are studying about blood. Blood is a type of liquid connective tissue. For our convenience in study, we can divide complete blood into two. We can divide complete blood into two parts. First part is its liquid part, which is known as blood plasma. And second part, which is solid part of blood, this solid part of blood is known as blood corpuscles. Of course, these blood these blood corpuscles are of three types: RBC, WBC, and platelets. Platelets. This is solid part of blood. Clear? Now, again, these are RBC is known as red blood corpuscles. Please note this thing in your mind. This is not red blood cell. This is red blood corpuscles. Why? Because cytoplasmic organelles are not found in RBC. So we can't say RBC as red blood cell. We should say it red blood corpuscle. Inside RBC there is no nucleus, no mitochondria, no vacuole, no Golgi apparatus. Then why we say it cell? हम इसको सेल नहीं कहेंगे जब इसके पास साइटोप्लाज्मिक ऑर्गेनेल्स नहीं है तो क्यों कहेंगे हम सेल? It is known as red blood corpuscle. RBC is one and only corpuscle in which nucleus is not present. ऐसा क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता है आपसे एग्जाम में. Name any non-nucleated cell present in human body. So that cell, that corpuscle is RBC. Clear? सबसे पहले थोड़ा सा RBC के बारे में जानते हैं. RBC is biconcave in shape. Biconcave in shape. It contains hemoglobin. Clear? This hemoglobin इसको थोड़ा सा ब्रेक करते हैं, इस वर्ड को ब्रेक करते हैं. Heme means iron and globin means a kind of protein. So when globin protein bind with iron, then it is said to be hemoglobin. And please note this thing. It is the pigment hemoglobin which is responsible for carrying oxygen from lung to various parts of the body. It is the hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is responsible for carrying oxygen from alveoli, from lung to various parts of the body. Clear? So it plays very important role. Hemoglobin plays very important role in our body. It is responsible for transport of oxygen. So its function is very important. Clear? Now, second one is WBC. WBC is also known as white blood corpuscle. One more thing I want to tell you. There is another name of RBC. इसका दूसरा नेम भी है RBC का. क्या नेम है? एरिथ्रोसाइट. This is another name of hemoglobin. WBC का भी दूसरा नाम है ल्यूकोसाइट. और इसका भी अलग नाम है प्लेटलेट का थ्रोम्बोसाइट. सो स्टूडेंट्स, write all these two types of names of these solid part of blood RBC, WBC and platelet, and memorize it, learn it, because these are very important terms. Erythrocyte is another name of RBC. Leukocyte is another name of WBC, and thrombocyte is another name of what? Platelets. WBC are known as white blood cells or white blood corpuscles. They are having one and unique feature that WBC are capable to make pseudopodia. No any other cell in our body is capable to make pseudopodia except WBC. And because of this reason, WBC are also known as soldiers of the body. Because with the help of their pseudopodia, WBC engulf the foreign microbes which want to enter inside our body, and WBC kill them. So they act as soldiers of our body. Okay, now third one is platelet. Platelets are responsible for clotting of blood. These are various major functions of WBC, RBC and platelets. Platelets are responsible for clotting of blood, but there are various factors which are responsible for blood clotting, like presence of molecular oxygen, number one. Second, presence of vitamin K. Third, presence of calcium ion or potassium ion. Clear? All these three things are essential for blood clotting. And why blood clotting is essential for ourselves? Why blood clotting is essential? ये आप लोग हमको बताएंगे in between 4 to 6 p.m. Okay? Now, second thing is blood vessels. Students, about blood vessels we will study in detail in next online class. This is all for today. Revise whatever we have studied today in transport in animals, transport in human beings. We have studied today. We have studied about the blood, solid part of blood and liquid part of blood. Both things we have studied. We have studied about responsibilities of solid part of blood are related. But in next online class, we will study about the responsibility of liquid part of blood, that is blood plasma. That's all for today, students. Now we will meet in next online class. Thank you, class. Thank you.